Welcome to an Age of Empires 4 casted game. We got a super interesting match today. We got loueMT in the color teal playing as the Mongols. And in the color yellow, playing as the French, we got LucifroN, the current champion from the last EGCTV tournament. So this match, why is it interesting? Is because the Mongols are typically the counter civ for the French. And the reason is the French is a very gold heavy dependent civ. And the Mongols, they like to tower rush. If you deny this gold, then you will need to force the French player to go to another one, such as this one. Or maybe go this one. So basically you keep putting outposts until you deny the gold. And that's where the weakness of the French is because their French knights are really good. But if you cannot have them, then you're not playing to, let's just say, the best of your advantages playing with that civilization. So this is why it's so hard match for the French here. Let's see if LucifroN managed to get out of this one. And indeed we see a barracks going out for Louis. This indicates that he will have aggression, and he may tower rush. So it's just gonna happen. It's just the best way to stop the English. Now the camp, you need to scout the opponent's base before you send your spearman. Right now Louis doesn't have much information about LucifroN. He needs to know where the gold is. And funny thing is, in this map, look at this spawn. Oh my god, how far is this gold? The funny thing about this thing is, this map is they lack a lot of wood. Food is okay, but they have big gold veins, but they're a little bit far. Got the big one. Actually, he doesn't have any big stone. Yeah, LucifroN has some big stone here. Look at how big this is. And you have this big gold vein. So it's gonna be hard even for the Mongols to defend his gold. So he needs to stop the French player for going for those French knights. And we see the School of Cavalry going out for LucifroN already. Now you need to keep in mind, LucifroN, probably the best French player out there because of his good micro skills. LucifroN is, of course, one of the top players here along with Louis. Louis also a very, very good player. But LucifroN is very well known for his French civilization. So we will see. We will see if LucifroN managed to, to stop Louis from getting tower rush. Indeed, we see the mining camp getting deleted. That's because the Mongols get great bounty for this. And if the Khan doesn't attack, then it's almost a guarantee that this thing will go down. That's why it's like, I will just destroy it myself. If I cannot have it, you won't have it either. And we see a very interesting outpost here. We see an outpost going out in the wood. Very, very interesting. Very interesting decision. He cancels the one for the gold, or at least LucifroN thinks he's going for the gold, but he's actually going for the wood. And that's very interesting because this map has very little wood. Very, very little wood. So you will need to go somewhere to gather the wood, and this is where you become vulnerable. Now we see the French knight in queue. It should be out pretty soon. And now this outpost doesn't get the range yet to get this these villagers. Will soon. It's always a bad thing when you see an outpost here. It's like, oh my god. Like, especially for me as a kind of relatively new player. I've been playing since season 4. Is it season 4? Yeah, season 4. this kind of things throws you up, or because you have your build order, you have that's my plan. It's like you know, Mike Tyson says, like everyone has a plan until they get a punch in the face, something like that. It's like you have your plan, you're gonna go for the night, you're gonna go for a raiding, you're gonna have a good time, then suddenly the opponent changes your plan and you need to readapt, and that's what LucifroN is doing right now. He's building the lumber camp yet here, so that this outpost is pretty much useless for the moment. And we don't see any sign for the Mongol to deny the goal. That's I feel that that's a mistake here. The reason is LucifroN will get those French knights, but he's not really focusing on gold so far. So that I guess that's a good thing for him. He'll have two knights here, one knight with the scout, and this villager. I think this villager is not going back home. Like, make your bets. Like 99% chance he's not making it. And there you go. Poor villager. It's like I told you this mining camp is really far away, you're gonna send me there. It's like the classic university or wherever you go that is super far from your home and you need to travel more time that you know, the transportation takes more time than the actual classes. You need to be in the bot for a long time or something like that. That's exactly what happened here. He cannot make it home. Actually, that was a pretty bad analogy. Now, Louis going to retreat his spearman to his base. He knows that without his gold, with LucifroN here, he will need to retreat the spearman so he can protect this gold. But LucifroN are ready with archers, so it's not gonna be long until Louis also needs some units to defend against those archers, and it's gonna be the horsemen. He already has some horsemen here, a stable. LucifroN building barracks. Interesting choice because the knights already counter the horsemen, but he may suspect he may go for some keshiks. See how many villagers each player has. It's very important when you see like the villager count. And oh, wow, we see Louis going for a second town center. That's interesting. And also for trade, that's a very greedy build, I would say. No wonder he doesn't have much army here. But going for this second town center, definitely a good choice, interesting choice, because he needs to protect this gold. And what a better way to put your town center just right next to it. The horsemen will try to get some raids, I believe, but they will encounter this outpost, so they won't be... they won't succeed. Alright, very passive game for both players. Let's see how many traders he has. No trader yet. Wheelbarrow going on for LucifroN, starting to get these economy upgrades. And now with this, with more villagers on gold. Of course, he cannot get any traders because he doesn't have the gold, right? He's trying to protect, like, the Mongol playstyle, very defensive. You're gonna get a little bit behind against the French because the French produce villagers faster. I wonder what he's doing here. He's like moving the gear or something. Ah, there you go. Yeah, that's the problem with this map. It's actually a very good map for Mongol because you can just raid so easy. Like, imagine a couple of keshiks here. I told you that's a big army. Imagine a couple of keshiks here. You can get a lot of kills, and you can attack from multiple sides if you have the skill to do so. And it's just so hard to wall this map. You can put a wall, but then the villagers will chop the wood, and it's just it's a very good map for the Mongol player. For any kind of aggressive civilization, actually. We'll see outposts going out for Louis. He needs the vision. He needs to protect these villagers somehow. Both players playing very defensively. LucifroN using his army just to defend himself against any kind of Mongol raiding. See what's the vision for these players. Louis. I already have a decent vision in the map. Pretty decent. LucifroN on the other hand, no. He's stuck in his base. He doesn't know where his opponent is. He can come from anywhere. And this is why it's an outpost is so important in this map, because when you put one, you can already see where your opponent is, whether he's coming or not, because it's really hard to wall off. We see blacksmith going out for LucifroN. I've already seen a big military number here. I think this is a very decent army. And LucifroN goes to attack now. Looks like he has the numbers. Outpost's gonna go down for sure. And Louis is gonna take advantage of that. But the Khan, that annoying Khan, is gonna shoot before arriving, so the villagers will... LucifroN will notice this and move the villagers somewhere else. He managed to get one kill though. So not entirely unsuccessful raid. He managed to get one kill. Always, at this stage, you always want a lot of villagers. Every villager count at this stage. We see traders, not traders so far. Interesting choice. Maybe he will decide to trade later. That's also a choice because traders are really expensive at the beginning. And we see the first of Keshiks being in queue. LucifroN already going with some knights. He may be able to get some kills. This is a very open map. And indeed, he will find some, but he will also find the TC. Looks like he will get some villagers killed. And he surrounds the villagers. Not all of them managed to get inside the town center. Managed to get 3 villagers here. Nice raid, nice value for LucifroN. It was a really nice trade for him. Actually, he didn't trade anything. He just lose some HP. And with that, an outpost need to be built here before anything. No more raids going on here, but looks like they will find the Keshiks. Keshik, a weaker version of a knight, so you will need more than 2 to make significant damage. Now LucifroN will find some villagers, but the problem is the outpost is here, doing some decent damage actually with the arrow splitting placement. And now with this army, he may manage to take down this town center actually. He has a decent amount of military numbers. So town center looks like will go down. Need to be careful you don't lose this knight against those spearmen. Those knights are really expensive. But looks like the town center will still go up for the moment. Meanwhile, we got raids here going on for the Mongol player, for Louis. Managed to get 1 kill, I believe. And with 10 villagers here, it's gonna be hard for LucifroN to contest this town center. Town center stays alive for now. Now LucifroN researching siege engineering. Looks like he's determined to take this town center now. So far, no trade for Louis. It's a very hard map for trade because it's very open, especially against the knights. Like more outposts going on here. No, villagers will get raided here. But more villager kills. French knights doing what they do best, destroying the economy. And now the army will come and LucifroN will retreat. He loses 1 knight, but that was a nice trade for him. He gets like 4 or 5 villagers, I believe. Now military numbers increasing here. Gathering his military force here. Let's go back to this income per minute. But players pretty equal. Pretty equal in both income, gold, and overall they haven't been any significant losses here. Looks like the horsemen will go down. Villagers managed to take the horsemen down. Okay, well now we have two rams here. This looks like an army that could push this town center. Will he be able to do it? Have 39 military for Louis. A couple of everything in the mix. Horseman, Keshik, Spearman, archers. And the two rams go. And we will see if they manage to take this town center now. Louis not paying attention. He could have attacked the rams. But now, looks like the rams will need to retreat with the army. Army not in the right place. If the army would have been here, the rams would have taken down this town center. You know, these rams are a huge investment. They are very expensive. 250 wood. And you can start doing some farm transitions with that if you have like 500 wood, you can already put some farms there. So you don't want to lose them. You don't want to lose those rams. They are very expensive, especially at this stage in the game where your economy is not like the best. Everything you lose is like a big hit. It looks like the rams will retreat home. Interesting decision from LucifroN. The knights keep raiding. We're talking about 14 knights already. You don't want this number to go up. Louis doing a very decent job on defending, but looks like he will need to harass the opponent more if he wants to win this. So far, no signs for traders for Louis. LucifroN trying to see if he can find some villagers. Looks like he will find some here. He doesn't find. I want to manage to get the gear. It's like, take it. That's some economic damage, but the army will come, so he will need to retreat. Maybe he may want to use this as a distraction to put the army somewhere here, and then with the other army push to get the town center down. That's actually will be a nice strategy. All this strategy comes to my mind when I watch games, but when I play them, it's like I play like we know strategy. That's very funny. You know, it's easy for me as the caster to try to predict or say what these players are gonna do, but you know, when you play the game, it's totally different stuff. But now LucifroN going for the Royal Institute, so he's gonna have the military advantage. Louis not so far from aging up. The question is, will he want to age up? I believe so. He has decent amount of military. Second town center. He's fine. He's fine. The rams will get taken down. Looks like the knights will come right on time before the rams goes down. Just a little bit of HP, and now LucifroN goes to Castle Age. Louis going for a fast castle here. 14 villagers. It's gonna be the step redoubt. Definitely a good choice. You don't have any traders yet. You wanna have this extra gold income. Building more barracks. And now this knight just being so annoying. Trying to get one kill. He doesn't manage to get it. He decides to save the knight. And now with this army. Now this army, it's an army that can push. It's an army that can push this town center. The problem is Louis already with 81 villagers. So it's not so much of a huge loss that this town center already did so much for him. Now the town center is gonna move. Definitely the right call. He knows he will lose it. That's the good thing about the Mongols. They can move their town center. Another town center. going for the main base. He doesn't manage to... It's a step readout. He does the step readout. He needs to find a place to put it. It looks like the knights, there are not enough spearmen here. Only 6 spearmen against 16 knights. And the archer is gonna do a very decent job cleaning up the army. Battering rams causing some damage to the protection of Louis. Louis gets veterancy for the archer. It's gonna get veterancy soon for the spearman. But you don't have enough spearmen. That's the problem. You need a lot of spearmen, but the problem is the archers will get the spearmen. You need those villagers here. You need those villagers here to help you with this army, and that's what he does. And Louis says, GG gets called. Thank you so much for watching. This was Age of Empires 4. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like and subscribe if you want to watch more Age of Empires 4 content. I'll see you in the next one.